Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I showed this in my very first video in this series, and a number of you have said that you were interested in me doing a tutorial for it, so I'm going to do that today. It's made out of chipboard, and what it has inside is two shadow boxes with lids and windows, but this one has a Velcro closure. The tutorial that I'm doing for you today is going to have magnet closures, but if you don't have magnets, this is a very easy step to do. You just need to get a strip of paper, glue it underneath here, and then just do a 1/2 inch score line on here and a 1/2 inch here, and then just crease it and fold it over. And as you can see, that's what it looks like. I just put the Velcro on it, and it's very simple to do. But today we're going to be doing magnets. And again, I showed you that the spine is large enough for you to be able to layer up your embellishments for your decorations. And then we have a ribbon closure here. So I'm going to get into it real quick. I don't want this video to be too long. And so let's get started. So of course, these are the items that you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need your scoreboard and your scoring tool. And of course, you'll need some scissors and scoring tape. You will need your paper trimmer to trim down your papers. So this is one of the boxes that I made already, and this is going to be on this side of the box, and then this one is going to be for the left side of the box. So it opens up this way, and I'll just leave that over here so you guys can remember what I'm trying to create. These are some of the items you're going to need. You will need some acetate for the window, and I went ahead and created a frame using these two dies right here to create the window. And then you will need your paper for your lid, and I'll score that with you. And then you're going to need your 8.5 by 7.5 sheet of paper. And on the back side, it's optional. Maybe you can't see it, but you can put your decorative paper in this square right here. It is optional, like I said. If you have a solid piece of paper, you can get away with not putting anything here at all, but it's up to you. But it does make the box sturdier. But for this chipboard demonstration, you really don't need it, but I'm going to put one on there anyways. So let's get scoring here. On the 7.5 inch side, it doesn't matter which side you start on, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, and then you're going to rotate your paper, and then you're going to do a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2. Okay, and you're going to do that on all 4 sides. As you can see, I've done that. Okay, and then you're going to go back to your 8.5 inch side, your 8.5 inch side, and you're going to go over to 2.5. You're going to draw a line down to that second score line. Then you're going to go over to 6, and you're going to do the same, draw a score line down to that second score line. Turn your paper all the way around and do the same. 2.5 inches down to that second score line, and then 6 down to that second score line. Okay, so you guys can always refer to the previous videos that I've done in this series and find out how to do this. I'm going to be skipping through some things to make this video go a little bit quicker. So over here, as you can see, these are going to be your cut lines here. So once you do this score line here, you're going to go down to the 3rd score line, and then over and draw your diagonal line. Okay, and that's how you get this. And this area here is what you're going to cut out. Now I also went ahead and put my score tape on these sections here. Remember, these sections here are going to be cut out, and I just put the score tape in between those sections. Alright, so once you do all of that, this is what you're left with once you cut out all those pieces. Okay, so that's what you're left with. And now I'm going to fold and burnish all of my score lines. Oh, and as you can see, I've added a piece onto here, and this piece is 4.25 by 3.25 if you wanted to put your decorative piece on there. Okay. Now, as you can see at this point, I've already attached my magnets, that's so I wouldn't forget about them. And what you're going to do is you're going to go down 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, and put it on that diagonal line here between and try and center it as best you can. And then just put a piece of score tape across the edge. And I always keep the other partner magnet attached to it so I don't forget that it's there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do these sides first and then these sides. Okay, so there's our box, and now we're going to do the lid. Okay, so this is our lid right here, and it is 8 by 4 5/8 of an inch. And then on this side here is where I'm going to place the magnet, but I'm going to do it after I create the window. Okay, so on the 8-inch side, we're going to score at 3/8 of an inch. We're going to score at 1 7/8 of an inch, and we're going to score at 4 1/2 inches. Okay, so what this piece is going to wrap under the box like that, so that when you see the side of the box here, there's a clean line under there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half. And then I'm going to get my die, place it where I want it, and then I'm going to go over to my cutting machine and cut this out. I'll be right back. Okay, so these pieces here, you want to save them so that you can use them for another project. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my acetate, and it is already pre-taped. Okay, and now I'm going to attach my magnet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off of here. I'm going to line this side up, the short side. Okay, this is the short side. I'm going to line it up this way. Make sure it's all straight. And then I'm going to let my magnet fall where it needs to. So now we're going to take some tape, some score tape, and put it across that magnet so it doesn't move. So now I'm going to remove this tape backing, and we're going to put glue around here and close this up. Okay, so now we're going to score and burnish these fold lines. I meant fold and burnish. And then this one we're going to go back and forth a couple of times. And let's attach it to this. Now we're going to add this. Okay, so here are our 2 boxes. Those are ready to go. All right, so let's make the cover. Okay, so here are the pieces for the cover. This is the spine, and it's chipboard, 1.5 inches by 4 3/4 inch. Then you're going to need 2 pieces, one for the back cover and one for the front cover, and they both measure 4 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inch. And then you're going to need your closure. If you choose to use ribbon, you can use ribbon. Mine is about 11 inches, and you'll need 2 pieces. And then this is the piece that we're going to apply the chipboard pieces to, and this is 6.5 by 11. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our pieces and are going to place them like this on the paper, and we're going to adhere it down. Okay, and I have gone ahead and put adhesive on the backs of my chipboard pieces already. So I'm going to do that for you real quick. And what I've done is I have already added the adhesive to the back just to save some time, but I have another video where I show you exactly how I do this. Normally I wouldn't put this tape on at this point, but I don't want to lose my daylight, and I'm trying to do this as quickly as I possibly can so this video is not too long for you guys. So push that up there so it doesn't move. And then I'm going to start taking the backing off. This is the spine piece, and I'm going to put this in the middle first. And then I'm going to cut the ends off, or the corners off. Okay, and then I'm going to fold up the edges. Whoops. Fold that in. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get some decorative paper and you're going to put it on the inside here. Okay guys, so this piece here is going to go right inside here, and this piece is 9.5 by 4.5, and I've already put my tape on the back side. And I've also written closure on both sides so that I can remember to put my ribbon on top of this once I'm done, and then the box is going to go on top of that. So let's go ahead and put this on. Okay, so now we're going to do our closures. And I just eyeball that on there. And then I like to take some double-sided tape and put it on there so it doesn't move. Okay, and then I'll take this off and I'll start putting my boxes on. And for this one, I would prefer to use wet glue so that I can position it however I need to. I might have to move it around a bit, so wet glue is the best thing to use at this point. And here it is, all done. You guys can put your goodies inside here, and there's enough space in there for you to do any layered decorating that you want to. All right, so that ends this tutorial. I hope you guys like what I've presented to you today. I hope you try it. This looks so beautiful. If you wanted to, you could probably even do a frame on the inside here. See, I have a couple of red ones here. Yeah, you can do that too. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.